Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on the south side as the red Japanese, we have William Antics or William Mathics? No, William Antics 16. The 16th version of him. On north side as the blue Murica, we have Dogpool. Who doesn't want to have a pool filled with doggies? Gotta keep them rolling. Gunman goes down. He was stunned. He couldn't use gun. That's why he lost. But he was offering a peace treaty, which is worth inherently nothing. Red's a little bit idle with the villagers. They're also collecting a little bit of wood. Probably I just get a little bit of wood to get a secondary shrine. Right now I'm looking at the US player. Actually, no. He has quite a bit of wood at the moment. And he stopped collecting up wood. So he is immediately collecting the berry bushes. Does this map start out with you with a cherry orchard? Huh, when did Japan start off 2 cherry orchards? Was that a recent change where they start off 2 instead of 1? Wait, there's no berry bushes in the map. Is there some sort of unique map version for the Japanese so they start off with digital berry bush? Because I don't see actually any natural berry bushes, so there's maybe something unique about this map which causes Japan to get 2 cherry orchards, which may actually give them more initial food. Not bad. After all, Japan can't eat meat. Delicious meat. Who doesn't want to eat tank on hooves? These guys are a bit more leaner than eating cow. Even though cows are awesome because you get cheese. Either way, we do have a deck selected for the Japanese. We've got the glorious land deck, which does also have a food shipment crate. Weird. I'm not a big fan of the 300 resource crates. I think only the Spanish can make good usage of them, but it is an infant crate in case the game goes stupidly late game. Especially for Japan, where they have all the time to shipments. So I think the term stupidly late game is a very adequate description of what possibly could happen if you have to rely on this. Or could actually make usage of it. Either way, it looks like standard land deck. We got the Yumi Archer and Ashikaru Musketeer attack. With the bow, knocking out of riders, knocking out of hit points. Yep, looks like standard Japan. And for the Murican deck, we got the Matt deck. Oh dear god, it's the Wii Sports Matt guy. Everybody run! Either way, it does include the French, Spanish immigrants. And some hunting technologies here. So we may be eyeing more on the hunts. We got long rifles. We got the Magyar Hussars. Looks like Fast Fortress Aggression. Excuse me. Fast Fortress Aggression. He doesn't have rolling artillery. What heresy is this? Yeah, now looking at it, I was like, we do have the United States Marines, but we don't have the conscription card here. He's definitely going to try to win age 3. It goes up to age 4. He's probably going to be try to close out with the Magyar Hussars, which are a very good native shipment. And one of the few ways you can build them as a regular unit, because even with the Habsburg allies, which may be on the map, you don't get them to be mass producible. Yeah, because it has to be through the big button, which does mean you also get them for free. And there's also the mounted infantry, which is a heavy range cavalry, a very peculiar unit. Can't say that word for mine. Blah. Which can be very useful against generally infantry. They do get a ×2 multiplier. They have decent multipliers. A little bit more like all natives units, tend to be a bit more expensive for what they perform. But heavy range cavalry, which means they are going to be hard. Red does steal the treasure. They will be very effective versus the state militia, sharpshooters, and Ashigaru or Yumi archers. So if your opponent's going for light infantry, definitely eye these guys. These guys not only take less damage, they deal generally all good damage versus all infantry. They're inherently a ranged, ranged lancer with the multipliers as well. But since they all also classify as heavy cavalry, avoid fighting against light cavalry, such as the Carbon Cavalry and the Yasumbuma, however you pronounce that, range archery cavalry of the Japanese. He is going to have 2 shipments available. When upon aging on up, he's going for the Torii Gates. We get a military rickshaw and a samurai. That samurai can allow him to punish some early trading posts if his opponent went for any of them. Got a military wagon advancing. He's going to eye for an outpost. No, the outpost is already building. He is building a barracks and outpost here. He's going for double shrine wagons. And he doesn't see the aggression of his opponent. After all, his deck suggests fast fortress, not aggressive. Though he can always just deploy this stuff proxily and then eye for a fast fortress. He's not collecting up any gold. He's going to be aggressive. You can bring the Minutemen as well as some of the units. This will affect State Militia and Minutemen. I don't know why. He's collecting quite a bit of wood and food. Is he going mass State Militia? Yeah, he's going for State Militia. The rarest of all the US infantry. Because they're more or less a crossbow replacement. They do cost more than crossbowmen, but they do cost wood. Same amount of wood as a crossbowman. And I think they do have... I'm ready. They have... crossbowman has plus 25% bonus damage towards heavy infantry. These guys have higher bonus damage against infantry. But they have really poor damage and range compared to crossbowmen. Crossbowman is 16-16. These guys are 13-13. But they do give a horde bonus. And I think their health is, of course, a little bit higher than crossbowmen. I don't know why. This may sound... Let's see. Crossbowman effectively has 20 damage against heavy infantry. These guys technically have higher. Almost musketmen damage against heavy infantry. I do think musketmen and regulars are generally better than state militia in general purpose. I'm not a big fan of crossbowmen. I'm not a big fan... And by 6, I'm not a big fan of state militia. I think the paying a little bit more gives a much better unit. But he is deploying some state militia. They do get a bit of a horde bonus. Plus 5% health is not a lot at the moment. So yes. He's not being aggressive. He can always bring the Minutemen for additional supplementary force. Even if Minutemen have a go down to 101 HP, they're still very cost effective. The state militia will be somewhat effective against the Ashgar Musketeers. They're going to have roughly the same damage, less health, but of course have 1/3 of the or 2/3 of the cost, or 3/4 of the cost. This guy's 120. Orders. Does quickly take him out, but he has a quite a significant force here. Regulars do actually have more range than a state militia somehow. I just sort of find that weird. Regulars are overall a very good musketeer variant. They only cost a bit more heavy in gold, as well as costing a little bit slight amount, 105 as opposed to 100. But they have a little bit higher damage and a little bit higher range, and the alpha damage, or just getting the first shot at first, is very important. I think he's gone for the Springfield Armory, so he's getting all the arsenal research for free. Just take a significant amount of time. Infantry breastplate 4. Counter infantry rifle. Huh. No, counter infantry rifling. We managed to rush that out with the Springfield Armory. Maybe without the Springfield Armory, it may actually be better than the state militia will actually get quite a bit of benefits if you actually rush out counter infantry rifling. I don't know what the cost of counter infantry rifling. It's one of those things where you just click on, for me, you just click on the upgrade and then don't think about it. Specific forward, he's fighting against a good number of Ashgar Musketeers as well as handful of unit archers. So, getting the counter infantry rifling sooner and going for mass state militia would be better because it will give them plus 100% damage against these Ashgar Musketeer, which is quite significant to say the least. Yes. Allow them to get plus 13 damage against them. Oh, they got increased range. Wait. They had 13 range. How did they get increased range? Am I... Oh. It's already gone the long rifle, so now they have decent range. As well as Minutemen get a little bit extra range as well. He went for the Spanish immigrants. I'm not a big fan of the pikemen. The pikemen are just... Even though weakened Minutemen would probably be better than pikemen. When I say weakened, just half health Minutemen is probably better than pikemen. The pikemen do offer good torch damage. That's the primary usage there. It's more meant to raid and harass your opponent's trade, or in this case, shrines. Those Minutemen, those free pikemen, not free pikemen, but the militia pikemen, I guess the best way to call them, will be best to actually not use as a military unit, but as a raiding unit, and burn down the shrines.
And attention.
If you see more and more of the enemy archers, it'd be a good idea to get the Habsburgs and get some of those funny-looking infantrymen that are on top of horsemen. After infantry rifling is almost complete, he really should have gone that first. Infantry breastplate does increase the health of the state militia. No? Did it? Can't tell that's that may be all from the horde bonus here. Yeah, he really should have got the counter infantry rifling. It does improve the health of the pikemen though. Those pikemen all go on down. They have inferior melee damage than the Ashkar musketeers and the enemy archers. But state militia getting some good damage with the extra range. These guys getting flung a little bit. Choke point. The Ashkar musketeers are going down. Enemy archers have 19 damage, 18 range. Or I suppose a 13 damage, 17 range. Against the state militia as well, going from the Japanese side, the House of Habsburgs will be excellent here as well. The mounted infantry will be a hard counter to the state militia. Not only they don't take the bonus damage, being not like cavalry, they also take the less damage. So yeah, both sides should eye mounted infantry. More state militia being blown out. I like seeing state militia since it's a rare unit. But like I said, I still have my issues with them, like crossbowmen. US players gathering quite a bit of resources, about ready to age on up. The Japanese players going for, has already aged on up. It's going for Way the Bow, which will increase the range of his Yumi archers by 2 and give them siege range as well. More Yumi archers. And do also have a handful of Naginata riders, and has 2 daimyos afield. Daimyo Mototada from the shipment and Daimyo Masamune from the shogunate. So there's a lot of heavy cav there. Of course, 2 of the heavy cav are even heavier. They've been eating quite a bit. The horses are having trouble. Please help them. Now he's aging up to Indiana, which does give you access to potentially a free age up as well. So it takes a bit longer. It'd be a good idea to get out secondary town center while that's building. Of course, allows you to start progressing your next age up without needing to gather up resources for it. He does have the Corporal Minuteman, which makes the Minuteman last longer as well. He can. This is always a shipment you should go for immediately. The Virginian plan. There's no downsides. Oh, he has also 1 extra card he can get. There's no downside to get 2 extra shipments immediately. Other than it takes time. He does bring the pikemen as a spawn ambush, which is actually very useful. Spanish immigrants very useful. Daimyo Masamune does go down. Daimyo Mototada, I think he's down as well. No, Mototada's back here. Says he's not replaceable. And state militia are having trouble. The outpost is not engaging the Naginata rider, which is a bit of a problem. Handful of regulars pull on the field. Another round of Naginata riders. More militia being brought in. He's not going to get the flintlock. Did he get a round of regulars from the age up? I think he did. More state militia there. Yumi archers are just vastly superior. especially when they are disciplined. But the reinforcements does allow them to win out. Daimyo Mototada is falling back. He's also bringing a shipment of state militia as well, not going for the Massachusetts Volunteers, who does set the state militia to veterans, so maybe better to go at that. So it does cost a little bit of food. Red is out of cherry orchards. Okay, he has another shipment of cherry orchards there. Very nice. And we do have, looks like one of the housing went down. There goes the housing market. Also, collecting a shipment of books and wood. I really hate how Gunner's Quantum improves artillery line of sight, when it's still, I'm pretty sure the old research was like improving archaic archers, and yet it's still a bow, or of a crossbow. They should really change that icon in my opinion. State Militia up straight forward. Enemy Archers trying to go in the melee. State Militia actually do have better DPS in melee. Enemy Archers have less DPS in melee. Daimyo Mototada charging way forward. Him being a heavy cavalry is very useful right now. Carbine cavalry and sharpshooters being pulled in the field. Carbine cavalry not going to be great against the enemy archers. Sharpshooters will be quite generally okay. Howdy.
Yes.
More gold or copper being collected on up.
Yes.
Sharpshooters are advancing. They have 20 damage and 20 range. Enemy archers have the way of the bow, so 22 damage and 20 range. So a little bit inversed. But I don't think the sharpshooters are a good idea. They do, as nice as they are and fun to use, they have a lot less health than these disciplined enemy archers. More state militia brought on in. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the US composition at the moment. The archers falling back. Let's see, what is Red going? Aging up, going for more Ashgar Musketeers. Against all the state militia, since they have the counter infantry rifling, they get quite a bit of damage multiplier against them, so it'd be a bad idea to go for the Ashgar Musketeers. They age up. What's he aging up with? The Golden Pavilion, which will give what? Configurable bonuses? Yep, and also gives him a handful of Yumi archers. He does have the ×4 flaming arrow shipment seems pretty good to me if you can get that out first. Yumi archers firing away. Not going for the guard Yumi archer or whatever champion is called. Mine's drawing blank at the moment. Got some Minutemen mixed on in. Flaming arrows being shipped on in as well. Very nice. What a consulate ally he's gone for. I don't see a consulate. He has over 1,000 export. He can import quite a bit. Even the large brigades, they cost like 1,200. The reusable 12 brigades. So he can bring in a pretty nice shipment of something. Daimyo Mototada will go down there. Got the flaming arrows here. This will help him provide some good defense. Oh, got more flaming arrows. So he has 6 flaming arrows there. And relying on daimyos to produce stuff. He's going for barracks now. Has another barracks already on the field. Getting some good hits there. Flaming Arrow Yumi Archer seems a pretty good composition at the moment. The Flaming Arrows have 75 damage, ×3 versus infantry. So they will basically one-shot all the infantry units. You'll kill off that man, and now there's 2 dogs. They're mad because they killed off their dad. Cask of wine. Is that Casket of Monticello reference? You'd be surprised how much times that pops up as a reference. I don't know if he had ever had a dog. Or 2 dogs. Enemy archers and flaming arrows push way forward. So the flaming arrows attack, not the outpost. Enemy archers getting a little bit too close there. Army cavalry engaged in melee range. A raid volley there takes out a line of the infantry. Army cavalry is going to go on down. Enemy archers still alive, holding the front line, taking out the regulars. That was once opponent very regular. Bringing a shipment of musketeers, going for discipline Ashkara musketeers. And deploying out the Daimyo Mototada. Oh, you can redeploy Daimyo Mototada from the Shogunate. I forgot about that part. I just assume it's only from the shipments, but you can get multiple Daimyos there. More state militia. Red is starting to run with the game. Blue has 36 villagers, opponent has 55. So red has a much superior economy. But now got some hussars, veteran hussars engage some villagers, very good. No, these musketeers can rotate around and engage them. They have guns. Outposts starting to go on down. More Ashkar musketeers, 3 queues of them going. All of them from the Daimyos. Looks like find some villagers here. Trade orders are starting to run dry. Only 2,000 or less than 2,000 food remaining in that one. You probably could have brought in the sentries as well. Their pokey sticks are very useful. Pokey bamboo shoots, I should say. More state militia, more veteran hussars. As per before, did lose one of his flaming arrows. Another outpost being built. What is blue going for? More hussars. Which now the mounted Ashkar musketeers, the hussars are going to be less effective.
Hello.
Hello. Same militia do go down there. Hussars trying to hit the flaming arrows. He does intercept some of these hussars with his Yumi archers. And it looks like none of the flaming arrows went down there. Over's now being deployed and out. He does have upgraded health on them, though their base health was enough to withstand 1 Culverin shot, so you'll need 2. He does have a mill back here. It actually looks like almost a lot of the local fauna has been collected. And these villagers can't collect any more local fauna here because they are grazing at the shrine. Looks like, yeah, he has this mill fully maxed out. Another round of veteran hussars. Yep, I think this point in time the game's over. Some of the flaming arrows starting to go down. He's starting to counter barrage the culverins. Fired a bad shot there. And blue does back the game now. This is Anchorage saying, thanks for watching, and on to the next replay.